see here. There we go. Oh, it's no. What did I just hit? I just hit something. That wasn't the right thing. Here we go. This isn't too far away from done, actually. I kind of want to finish those hands. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad, actually. Oh. Let me see. Where's my pen? Uh-oh. Yeah, it stole my pen again. I got it. I actually want something bluer, I think. Maybe this. Get rid of those pesky outlines. Koyamga. Looking good. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you like it. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I just gotta fix a couple things here. There's a couple artifacts here and there, and these things. But otherwise, mostly done. Just gotta focus up and finish up, and then you could start something new. I don't know. I don't know what though. Don't know what. We'll see. Maybe I'll get some suggestions. I don't have any good ideas, to be honest, right now. I'm just trying to stay afloat and stay drawing. It's kind of hard sometimes. You're in like this period of like, yeah, I want to draw something, but I have no idea what I want to draw. Well, I kind of know how to solve that. I'm just gonna start drawing and see what comes out, and then we'll see. I think this hand is like the best one so far. This one could just be like a silhouette. Looking for something a little bit like horror-esque, and then might be able to get it. We'll see. I don't want it to like take over the image. I just want it to be kind of like oh, whoa, there's a bunch of hands under him, huh? Those hands have to be really good. That's like the only problem. 'cause those hands have to be really good. Hey, Kuso, what's up, dude? How's it going? Thanks for your kind words. Yeah, still working on it. Still working on it. I hope I finish up. I wanna get a little bit more in there. Gonna be trying to get some narrative going. Just, you know, something more, kind of, what would you call that? Kind of like, not a hidden narrative, but more like a secondary narrative. Yeah, I've been working with kind of like a new way for me of painting. It's pretty simple. But it's something I've never done before, so I keep everything really simple, and then I pick a texture and I use selections and layers to create a more like sort of simple per like one texture per type of thing. You see, I kind of want a little bit more blue here. I think I'm gonna outline the fingers. That's been working for me pretty well. So I just kind of make a new layer and then spam like a big brush. Looks like this. And then I take out what I don't like, and I leave in what I do like. And that might seem really simple, but I don't know. I've never thought of doing that before. Smart. I guess you learn these things as you go. I don't know why I've never really thought about it. I've always wanted to have like, you know, a texture that like you can't tell that it's like it's unbroken, basically. Like it takes up the whole object, and I've never really been able to do that. And now I think I have a pretty good way, but we'll see when it's finished how far I can push that technique. It's kind of simple, so I don't know. Maybe. Doesn't look digital. That's good. That's very good. If I can keep that feeling going, there's a lot of that I want to kind of like capitalize on. That's pretty good if it doesn't look digital. Most of my favorite work is like traditional-esque, let's call it. I created my own style guide on Discord. Check it out. A style guide. Desaturated plus limited hue palette. Analogous plus complementary colors. Strong limited value control. Semi-realistic anime style. Ambient lighting effect. Character focused composition. Good shape design. I like that. That's very ambiguous. Good shape design. Contrast for brush strokes. Loose sketch. Grayscale painting. Color. I mean, it's a good set of like instructions. Style guide. That's an interesting. But you've described a lot. You described a lot of work in that blurb. Be good. That's a good one. Just you know what? Like you take the bad shape design, take that out of the equation, and put the good shape design in. It's kind of very very catch-all. Be good. Just get good, right? And then all your problems will be solved. I like these images, by the way. I like your choice of images. There's, um, I do like more desaturated work. Um, Personally, I think I think there's a lot to making that work though. It feels like it's very tough because the first thing you're gonna notice is that like you're gonna have a lot of like trouble with value control. Kind of want to put in like maybe a little bit of like a crack. Will that be too much? I don't know. Maybe I'll photo bash. Maybe this is where I'm gonna photo bash a little bit. Let's see. Ice crack. Ice crack. Or maybe I just need to look at it, cause paint those drawings. I'm only drawing anime because my skill sucks. Well, it's a different skill to abstract in that sort of way, but it's not that different than, you know, your general abstraction that you're always doing. Let me see here. Might do a little bit of bashing from. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted just that image. Let me see. Copy that. Let me just. I like some of these colors. Oh no, it's a Kami. Dirty Kami and my Menchies. Let me see here. I don't know how much of this I can borrow. But I do like some of these like purples, these very deep purples. I'm gonna try a different brush. A little bit more opacity. Yeah, some of these colors are very cool. I really like them. Might be able to implement a couple of them in here. And maybe, splash art is more dynamic and has higher value for a highlight. Man, they really went with that, Riot, like, called their, like, their illustrative work, splash art. And it's kind of been, that's kind of how it's been this whole time. It's just like, it's splash art. I'm like saving a lot of the warm colors for like the trees and for the character, and I'm trying to keep the what's it called, keep the ice hands relatively cool. Maybe with like little hints of, because they really shouldn't be they're ice hands. You know, they should be mostly cool. So we're gonna stick to, like, I'm borrowing a little bit of color here, but you know, not too much. Just for a little bit of the highlights, really. We'll see if that works out for me. A little bit of highlight. Right now, yeah, I feel like I want to do a little bit of these hands and see where I can get them to. Cause I feel like it's a cool little element. I don't want them to like take over the image, so I have to be kind of careful. Did I lock this? Mostly locked it. That's good. Sure. I have to fix this hand as well, actually. I might grab a reference for this one because it has to be like pristine. I can't just have like lines here. I want to have very detailed. First plan. Oh, isn't it in the foreground? Yeah, maybe. They're definitely. It could be a little bit bigger, possibly. I just don't want them to like take over. There's something that I want. I want people to see, like in the end, when they're done, like looking over the image. They're more like what would you, an afterthought? It's kind of like a it's kind of like a actually I like that color. It's like a non, yeah, second read, sure. Second read or something like for people to find. But I don't want them to, like, I'm trying to make them like low contrast, really low contrast on purpose. I could make them bigger. I mean, the size doesn't really matter. In this case, as long as the shapes are all good. I have a lot of like see, that might be a little bit too much contrast already. I might be building a little bit too much contrast there. It's definitely like, I want them to be in the background. Well, not really the background. I want them to be like, kind of like in the, I want them to be there, but I don't want them to overtake the image. They're kind of important. They're supposed to like kind of, you know, push a more horror type vibe. So we're not doing too many of these sharp edges, but a couple of them will help, I think. And then we'll see here. We'll start with a little bit of hard edge, and then we'll kind of go from there. We'll kind of develop. It's definitely like one of the later parts of the image I want to change. I do want to have something there, and possibly another couple hands. We'll see. I do want to. I'm gonna go grab a reference for this hand. I feel like this hand is giving me a lot of trouble. So, let me see if I can get. What would you call this grasp? Hand holding. Flower. Let's try that. Maybe I could get an exact. That is kind of close. That's pretty close. Actually, but the hands are female, so I would be getting a lot of vibes I don't exactly want. If I have no choice, I'll use that one. And the pose is a little off, but yeah, this one's gonna be hard to find because it's from the back, really. Might not be able to find a good reference for this. I might be able to get a good color choice guide. Not having a whole lot of luck here. Could try. It's something small. Hand holding. Let's try a hand holding needle. See what that gives me. Okay. It's a little bit closer. That's pretty close, but it's turned a little bit. What do I have? That's pretty close. That's pretty close, but it's also kind of, again, the wrong view. I don't think I'm gonna find a perfect reference, but maybe I could find just enough. This one's got a glove on. Unfortunate. Well, let me look a little bit longer, and then I'll get back to painting. Sometimes finding like resources is probably like the hardest thing for me, and I'm so impatient. Some of these hands are pretty interesting. It's kind of close. What do I have? Yeah, if I flip it, there I could do a little bit. I mean, if I could just get some of the forms, I don't really need all of the hand. You know what? I think like a champagne glass would also be very similar. Yeah, very similar. That's more similar than anything else. That is more similar than anything else I've seen. Again, though, if I could just get like some of the forms and some of the details at least, it could be good. I could figure out the rest of it. So close, yet so far away. Sometimes finding a reference is like the key to making a successful drawing. You know what? I'm gonna take a picture of my own hand. I don't think I'm gonna find it today. Let me see here. So let me. Which hand is that? It's this hand, right? I need something small. Okay. What do I need? I need fingers. All right, let me see. Let me take a picture of this. Hey Siri, where's my phone? All right. Yeah, sometimes you can't. Can't find a good reference, so you gotta make it yourself. All right, hold on. Let me see if I could just. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make the perfect reference right now. The snow is crazy around me. Let me see. Just having a... It's gonna be about this. I would say about this. This is as close as I think I'm gonna get. Yeah, I think this is about as close as I'm gonna get. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, I've got my reference. Let me send that over to myself. Yeah, sometimes you gotta make your own reference. That's just how it goes. All right, so... reference, okay. All right, let me send that off. Okay. All right, I've got my reference. Let me see here. Let me sanitize it. Oh, okay. Too late. Oops, wrong one. I think that's pretty close. Okay, so I've got that. Let's see. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is, all right, I'm just gonna brutally move it, just straight up brute force it. And that should work. Let's see. So the first finger, a little bit more out there. And then the second finger, it's also going to be a little bit higher. And the last finger is going to be here. And then just gonna pop that in. Okay. Okay, something like that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay. All right. No. Looks okay. The lighting is gonna be a little different, but I'm just gonna borrow this one for now. And then we'll go from there. Let me see. And then this one ends more abruptly. Okay. And then this one is picked up a little bit more. I like this color, actually. I'm gonna keep that. Okay, that looks better, I think. Let me see. Okay, it looks more human to me. I hope. I hope I didn't make it worse. That's always bad. And just start, you know, like, yeah, I want to do all this and then make it worse. Borrow a little bit more of the lighting scenario from my hand, even though it doesn't really match. I'll be all right for now, and then as we go deeper into it, we should be able to, because I've got like a focal flash going on. But yeah, let's try that. Little by little, just, you know, getting some of that plenary energy in. Man, it's kind of a lot. Oh, man, work has been pretty brutal. I almost had to stay over because I don't know, man. I could swear that I pressed the right button, but instead of like taking me out and like taking me out of the system and sending me home, it kind of it sent me to help another customer, and then I was just like, man, that's some nonsense. Yeah, I'm using the light for now, for these forms. My original lighting isn't that far off. It's focal lighting from the top. So, I don't know. I might keep it. I don't know. I don't really see a really big difference. As long as I might take out a little bit of it. Cuz it shouldn't be so bright. My highest light is like here. So I might have to take out a little bit of it. But really looking more for like color right now. And I could have some of that color and that'll be fine. As long as it looks good, I should be okay. It's hard to calculate that light. I think for anyone looking at it, they'll have a pretty hard time. Even if they're like an artist or something, I could see that one flying by the radar. I don't think that one's gonna be an issue. But I remember your lighting setup from before. That was a little bit. That might be what you're thinking of. It's because like you thought I had like radial lighting coming from the flower, and I don't. I have lighting coming from like the top, or like something like this. So what I might end up doing is just modifying it a little bit, just so I have a little bit more close to what I want lighting, but I think it'll be all right. I think my lighting is not too far away. I haven't copied like the interior lighting. Like I'm substituting a lot of lighting here for like the bottom portions, and I'm casting a lot more shadows. So some of it I've already changed to be more in line with what I've got going. So yeah, don't worry. The lighting setup, as long as it looks all right, we'll be good. But yeah, look, it's a drastically improved hand. There's nothing to complain about. Just forget about it. It's fine. The lighting on the previous iteration was just top lighting. So I think we've added shadows and a couple of other things here, so I'm not gonna add like the highlight or like interior light here, like here, as I have a lot of light here that's just that it's not gonna happen. But a little bit of it is fine. But yeah, as long as it's mostly concise. I don't want to have like the wrong plane getting lit. That's not something I really want to have happen. But as long as there's, kind of like a possibility, since the light is coming down and it's, let's see here. It's doing this sort of thing. Hold on. I'm gonna take this out, put this here, and then I'm gonna lock it too, actually, just so I don't accidentally draw on it. And this thing too, I want to lock, so I don't accidentally draw on it. So that's good. That's fine. No biggie. If I have to, since since most of the light is undefined right now, I do have like light areas here. What I might do is I might add a little bit more to make it match my hand now. And that might be very good. Okay, what else do I want? I want really good eyebrows. I want really, really nice eyebrows. I feel like the eyebrows would help a lot because there's a lot of like shadow area here that I kind of want to keep as shadow area, not have it like, because right now it meshes with the eyebrow. I don't want it to kind of like read as the eyebrow. That's not really what I'm interested in. Adding a little bit more shadow shape, since I do have a light, that means I can a little bit more of an intense light. That means I can, you know, I can add a little bit more here. Add a little bit of chalk to break up. Break that up, that texture. Just as long as I'm, you know, keeping track of those shadow shapes, I should be okay. Should be all good. And then we'll see. I am dealing with a little bit of ambience, a little bit of ambient light, so I can do, you know, more soft shapes and shadows where I'm not exactly sure on the lighting. Oops. Use that technique again. Just a little bit more light. I've decided that that portion is going to be a little bit more lit. And I've put in a little bit more texture there. Okay, I don't want to go overboard. So let me stop there with that. Let me see here. Still adding like some depth to the hair. Some of it is a little bit too much, so I'm going to be taking parts of it out. Substituting tree texture and then kind of going with that. This is looking kind of cool, this tree that's like lit. And it's cutting, it's kind of creating that counter change almost, or it's creating a lot of contrast at the very least. So I might want to continue that. Oops. Oh, hey, cool, I'll take that. Free games, why not? I'll take it. I actually have nothing to play right now, so just grab that. $60. That's a lot of money. No, I don't really want to share my email with Bethesda. Thank you. Absolute Drift. I don't know. Meh. Don't really want that. There's a lot of people that don't like that Epic Game Store. And I kind of get it, because, like, Tencent might have, you know, ties with them. But I just can't resist, like, a free, like, 100% legal game. It's like, I feel like I'm supporting the developer a little bit. I've tried to get into. I really wanted to like it. I really wanted to like it. I really tried to get into it. It's like the game genre that I love the most. There's a lot of survival stuff in it. You can build lots of cool stuff. And usually I'll scope out the game. Like I'll watch. Some of my favorite streamers have been playing it. So I have like all these great guys that are just, you know, streaming the game for me. So I can see if I'm gonna like it, really. Every time I've kind of fallen asleep. So, and it's not their fault. They're really entertaining. But I just, like, when I'm watching the character, I don't know, something about it doesn't work for me. I wish it did. It's just, it doesn't. You know what? I actually want to reverse headings there. I put in a cold highlight there. I think what would work better is if I extend that warm shadow instead. I think that might work a little better for me. And then I'll make the trees a little bit lighter, and then I think that's gonna work pretty well. But it looks like a game that could become better. It looks kind of interesting. Like, and I love survival games, but I don't know. I just every time I watch the stream of what's it called, a Valheim, I'll just be like Resident Sleeper. I'll just fucking knock off. And I mean, it could be that my sleep schedule is totally screwed. And I wake up every day at 6 a.m. or like even 5:40. But and so I just, like, when it gets to like 10 o'clock, it's time for beddy bye, you know? That could be it. I just tried it out. I'm sure it's good, but it didn't grab me much. Yeah, it's got a lot of, like, it's got a lot of good components, and it's stuff that I usually like. It's a tried and tested formula, and I really wanted to like it. It's just, I don't know. I might do like a 2-hour Steam trial, you know? Take a look if I've done that for a couple games. Usually I get really nervous while playing it and I can't enjoy the game, and I usually if I get into it with that mindset, I'm usually giving it back. I think playing it with others might help. Yeah, that's another thing, that it doesn't have PvP, it's only co-op. But just, you know, it's not unusual for like a hard survival game to have that. It's totally not unusual. I've seen games like I think that would be pretty fun. I think, you know, that'll add a lot of flavor to it for sure. But then I would need to find someone to play with, I guess. None of my friends like it, so usually I'm playing these things either alone or I have like Rust buddies. I would play games that are like in that genre if they have like PvP, but this one doesn't have PvP, so I can't get my friends into it. So, you know, that's, You know, that's a thing that's kind of missing for me. The whole fun of these types of games usually is to steal someone's carrots. You know, someone's hard-earned carrots, and I just grab them. You know, they're mine now. Playing around with different colors here. I'm not sure. Not sure what I want. Maybe a cool color for it to recede. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, it looks interesting. I just, you know, something about it. All right, let me borrow more from these trees. Cause I really love this texture, this look, these colors. I'm gonna try to improvise it into. They're kind of saturated and they're kind of in there, you know. I really love Verngia's trees. They're like the weirdest trees I've ever seen. I really love the colors, and I just want to borrow a little bit of it, you know? It's obviously not going to be as good as his, so shouldn't worry too much about like copyright or anything like that. So but I really enjoy like the colors that he picked out, everything like that. It's just really phenomenal, and I wish I could come up with something like that by myself. But I'm gonna learn from him today, and then someday I'm going to do it myself. Today is more of like a learning type of thing. I'll be sure to put where I stole all this from, because otherwise I'm just gonna get butt blasted on the internet if anyone sees it and is able to connect it. But yeah, I think you should credit artists if you're borrowing heavily, and I think this is pretty heavy borrowing. Although I'm not taking like the the rest of it, like the characters and the what's called that's in that image. I really like some of those colors and some of those color like relationships. And then we'll see. That's the best part about stealing from the greats, is like you never really get very close. So generally, you know, no one's gonna call you out. I might steal a little bit of this purple. Yeah, I think if I could learn to like just paint foliage and trees like this, that would be really good. Because it's so useful. I mean, like, I'm constantly, you know, I'm constantly like painting like trees and tree-like objects, and it's just they're so like rhythmic. I feel like that's really what I want to extract, is like something like the rhythm for building for building trees like this, because I don't know if they're like actual real trees like this at all. I'm actually gonna Google maybe. It's trees with arms. What do you call that? What do you call this type of tree? Arms. Let me see. Maybe Rungia stole it from like a real tree. Let's see if there's anything like that. No, it's just a bunch of people hugging trees. This one's kind of similar. Tree with 1,000 arms. What is that? What kind of... There's got to be more, right? Is that a poplar? It looks very similar too. The color-wise too. It's just different lighting. So perhaps he didn't come up with them, which is good, because then I'm like, man, this guy is a tree genius. Let me see. I can't find anything exactly like Rungia's trees, to be honest. Trees with circle branches or rounded branches. Rounded branches. Let's see. This looks pretty similar. But not quite. Very similar though. Like I like the how like rounded all these shapes are. Like I like this type of like, it's almost like circles. Yeah, whoops. Might have accidentally drawn here, no? Alright. Oh, I did draw. Alright, so I'm gonna add a little bit more darkness from the top. And then maybe even sample. This is pure black. Wow. I'm a little scared of that. I always make my art a little bit too dark. So I'm kind of like trying to lay off the dark colors. Just a little bit. You know, it's my special little spice. Hey, Vetrorogue, what's up, dude? How's it going? And thanks. Glad you like it. Still working on it. Still working on it. Really want to push some of this. My oldest cat died, but sticking strong. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's tough. I've had animals die on me, and it's always kind of sad. Yeah. Oh, wow. Did that interrupt your vacation? Kind of sucks. I was at the beach and my mom was taking care of the pets. I see. How old was he? I just decided because I always stood at home while she had a trip, so it would be my first time going out in 5 years. Whoa, man. You're more of a NEET than I am. Though I really don't like going anywhere. Now I don't have to, because I work from home. It's kind of nice. $13. Oh, well, that's, yeah, that's, you know, that's about the time, you know. It's a long time for a cat to live, so. You know, I'm sure she had a good life, and so. $15 to $20 is a little long for here. 15 to 20 is definitely not. I think the longest I've ever had a cat live for was about 15. Not quite. Something like 14-ish. Well, that's just how it goes sometimes. My other old cat is depressed now because she was keeping him company. Aw. Well, at least you do have other animals. That's good. That's pretty good. I only got the one cat, but he's doing pretty good. Kind of developed a certain dislike for dogs. I kind of like dogs, but I've never really had one. My parents have a dog right now. More of a cat person, I guess. Yeah, they're kind of fun. cats are very keep to yourself and you know, sleep a lot. So our cat is pretty like lively actually. It's very, very friendly. Probably like the friendliest cat I've ever encountered. Just constantly like he's constantly talking to us. It's kind of neat. Just drawing a lot of tree branches today, it looks like. My cat likes to jump in my my lap when he's hungry. He'll come over and he'll jump right in and he'll be like, "Meow, feed me, human. Feed the cat." And he'll sit and purr for a little while. Pretty good cat. Pretty good cat. Dogs jump on you every 2 seconds while barking and trying to bite your arm for fun. I mean, it depends on like how that dog is trained, right? It's not just like not all dogs. Hashtag not all dogs. Not all dogs. I did watch a clip of a pit bull just taking a chunk out of some woman's face today though, so maybe certain dogs. Maybe certain dogs. Well, not saying violent, just energetic. Yeah. Oh, you need a fat dog that just sleeps then. Yeah, I guess that's more of a cat oriented lifestyle. I mean, you don't have to have both. I'm pretty happy with just having a cat. I also have an outdoor cat, actually. Well, sort of. I like to feed the outdoor cat. I'm not sure if he thinks of us as anything other than feeders. But he's also very friendly. He comes in and he begs to be let inside and stuff like that. Yeah, we only have space for the one cat, unfortunately. It's kind of cold right now. There's a lot of snow, but I think he'll survive. I think he'll be fine. You keep the old script private? Yeah, sure. Why not? It's not like they clump up to what's called. Oh, average dog enjoyer versus what's it called? Standard cat fan. I have a lot of that meme sort of. My favorite right now, my favorite version is like average evidence. Average evidence or average empirical evidence fan versus average anecdote enjoyer. Let me see. I have a clip of it. Wait, hold on. Let me see this. Hold on. Should be able to pull it up. Let's see. It's kind of a lot of stuff here. Just like, that was pretty good. Hey, Bacon Bolts, what's up, dude? Average cat. Yeah, I feel like Vatrog is an average animal enjoyer. just Well, what have you been up to? Have you been doing a lot of 3D stuff? How's it going? That's why she's the zookeeper. That's why she's the zookeeper. That's what we call her on this channel. The zookeeper. Average mass fan versus COVID enjoyer. Yeah, some of them are pretty fun. Yeah, I've seen a lot of these memes that are just pretty good. I like them. I like them. It's the Chad versus Virgin meme again. Everything can just be reinterpreted through the Chad versus Virgin meme, but I just kind of like. I just kind of like. The. I don't know. I like the aesthetic of this one. It's still. It's like the same thing. It's just like. Just slightly upgraded, I guess. Average human fan versus Twitch enjoyer. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Hey, that's not cool. Add a little bit more to these. Whoops, no, select inverse. Just gonna pop them out just a tiny bit on the sides. A little bit of a polish there. A little bit of a polish, if you will. Give those claws a little bit of a claw. I think one of them already has it. I'm gonna give him like an outside, little bit of a black shadow. That should liven it up a little bit. Yeah, that looks kind of good. Yeah, this is a good, easy way to pop things out. I mean, sometimes it'll cause you problems, but it's such a small detail where it doesn't really matter. Did you guys see the Mars rover landed? Was it on TV? The only thing I care about landing on the moon or Mars is Dogecoin. All in, baby. 20,000. No, I didn't put any money in Dogecoin. I feel like I missed that train. I had the opportunity to invest in Dogecoin at like 0.3. Everybody was hyping it, and then I'm like, this is never going anywhere. And then Elon Musk is like, Dogecoin, and then it went up to 0.6, and I was like, oh, it's a meme coin. You can't put money in that. That's not fair. I'm gonna detach this one as well, actually, for added effect. So I've got one detached, like flying away, and then I'm gonna have this one also detached a little bit, and we'll see how that works. Does that work? Just a little bit more, maybe even a little bit. I'll cut it a little bit here so that it looks like it's going that way a little bit more. And then, yeah, maybe a little bit even more here. And it had that little bit of red on like the side. I kind of enjoyed that, so I'm gonna put that back. And then a bit more of a cut here. And then that shape should be a good shape, not a bad shape. You know, only use good shapes. Today I learned. Just use the good shape design. What are you doing? Use the good shape design. I really like that. That meme. It's pretty good. And then this one. I don't know, it's good as a like without too much development. Why not use all the shapes? Well, some of the shapes are bad, you see. Chad literally looks like a 3D render. Yeah, in that model, I thought he was, I thought he was touched up a little bit. Where is this yellow coming from? Was this yellow always here? I don't remember putting this in. I really don't remember putting that in, actually. I don't have any yellow light. I'm gonna take it out because I'm gonna leave a little bit of it in, but not enough for you to be able to see it from any real non-zoomed in. I might add a little bit more like white here, but just add a little bit of like couple of hairs that are like in front, and then behind those hairs I'm gonna add a little bit of darkness, black magic, just a little bit of darkness there, and that should pop those out. And then see, hopefully we're high res enough that it kind of looks like the hair looks, okay. And then, yeah. If we're not, well, I'll just go back and res it up a little bit. And I do want some of it like fading out over here. So I do have some of that. I'd have some of the hair shapes, I think, decided. Hair is always like kind of annoying for me. I always kind of choke on the hair. I feel like I feel like I could do better with the hair. I'm obsessed with that Hades game, Help. I looked at it. It looks pretty fun. It's a roguelike, so that's gonna keep you entertained for a while. Yeah. It looks pretty neat. I mean, I'd try it, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to play right now, honestly, or if I want to play anything at all. I do want something new, but it's like it's so hard to get into anything right now for me. Just want a little bit of light. Maybe I'll add a little bit of the skin color. Skin color in there. I might need a reference for long hair like this, because I always get a little bogged down with the shapes for hair. They're always a little bit hard for me. I'm thinking about a little bit of a, hey, how about some nice hair reference? Let me see. Because I'm bald, I don't look at hair all that much. I guess my wife's hair, if that counts. Hair, silver, long. Hair, silver, long. Okay, let's see. I'm guessing it's gonna have to be like a woman. I need a good angle like this where it's like from the top. Slightly more from the top. I guess it doesn't have to really be silver. It just needs to have the shapes for me. Let's try wind. Hair silver long wind. Oh, and wing. No, not wing. Wind. That's got a lot of wings. I don't know how much dollars it is, but for me it was so cheap. So in USD it must be much more. I think it's like 30, if I remember correctly. Oh, fuck, dude. That's perfect. I've never seen this character before, but I'm gonna borrow a little bit of him. He's a little bit more Chad than mine. I got scared and I thought you fell in love. No. But let me see. I'm gonna desaturate a little bit here. And then that's about here, right? Okay, it's a little bit more saturated than I thought. Just a little bit more value control. I feel like when I'm working with a photo, I can always get a little bit more value control. A little bit more saturation control too. He's got like that perfect nose. Really like that nose. It's a shame he's a little bit more turned than my character is. But I really like his cheek structure. Might borrow a little bit more of that cheek, and maybe a little bit more of that chin and his lips. Simping for unknown man. I mean, I really like the lip detail. I'm gonna try to borrow a little bit of that. I can never get the colors in that spectrum. I always lose my ability to kind of see color when I'm looking at lips. I just can't see them. Like it doesn't make any sense to me, Nicole. Just be unable to. But yeah, I think I can get a little bit more value control going here with at least a hint of more value control here. A little bit more saturation control, which is really good if I can just pull that off. It's easier when you're working within photo. Unfortunate that I can't do it, by hand. I didn't say that. What? Somebody clip it. I didn't say that. I think I have a problem seeing like that the desaturated red colors, like they don't register quite as well for me. Like usually, if you ever take one of those like color IQ tests, they break it up into seeing like reds, blues, and like mixes. Reds, blues, and yellows, I think. And then mixes of those. Yeah, a little bit tighter, on the face. I feel like that's a little bit better. It fits more with the dark, brooding character archetype. You know, that's what I'm really going for here. Very, very brooding, sort of. Lips are very hard for me to draw. I have not mastered lips at all, and they kind of make up like a good portion of the face, so it's very bad. Very, very bad. Not good. Just a little bit more value control for some of the features will really help define the face. I don't want it to be like super defined, because it gets into that region of like I always get a little bit too like cartoony and it becomes bad at everything. Yeah, it sucks, but hey man, everybody's got to start somewhere. You can't start nowhere. You got to start somewhere. As long as you keep moving forward, you'll be all right. If I was good at everything, I probably wouldn't be doing it. I'd probably be really bored. And then I'd just be, if I was good at everything, I would just do like financial stuff. Well, I had a little bit of a falling out with I didn't like I mean, Sean is one of my friends, and he's gonna be a friend forever. Well, at least but those other guys, I didn't know them. I kind of hardly knew them. And there was another friend of like the main guy in the group, and I kind of laughed him out of the room because he said something stupid, and then I doubled down on it, which isn't a good way to make friends. But I don't know. I haven't really cared about sort of like keeping up appearances, or if I want to say something to someone, I'm gonna do it. I don't really give a shit. Just too old for all of that, One of them scared me because I think he started flirting. They were a bit weird. They were a bit strange. I do like strange people, though. Unfortunate, but, I thought we had a little bit of chemistry going, but, it's kind of hard to be friends in internet discords. They're fine, but every time I take my pills, my friends disappear, yeah. I just saw like a meme like that. It was Tom and Jerry, and then after taking the pills, it's just Tom. And he's really sad. Yeah. Well, it was like an artist shitposting group. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could ask, to be let back in. I feel like we just I'm just in so many of those art shitposting groups that I don't know. I don't really connect with people that way anymore. I don't know. I'm kind of strange, so. This thing is like, it's just the wrong value there, I think. Maybe I can add just a little bit of like a little bit of nope, too much. A little bit. Just a little metal thing there. I don't know. At this point, it's conflicting with the bear clause, so I might just take it out. But yeah, I mean, internet friends, you know, who knows? Who knows? That's why I don't really join too many like internet groups or discords. It's just tough. It's kind of tough for me. Kind of tough for me. Prefer to. All right, so just a little bit more value control, a little bit more control on the features. You know, nothing too crazy. Made him a little bit more Chad. Now I could play that the Chad song. Bum, 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 bum. He's an average flower enjoyer, you know, versus average zombie hands in the swimming pool type of thing. All right, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this maybe on even on this layer. Oh, you know what? Whatever, separate it. Or you know, we can keep. Yeah, whatever. Let's keep it on a separate layer. I have all my references over here. What is this? Rotate? Nope. Don't rotate. I think I was experimenting with lighting here. But that light comes from like behind him, like to pierce the hair. I don't know about that light. I don't really like it. The hand reference can stay. That's a man? He's a very beautiful man. What do I mean? This guy's a man too. Where is he? This is a man. This guy is that's a dude. You can tell. It's a very beautiful man. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Oh, I can't play that clip. I gotta remember what I could play on Twitch. Alright. Made him a little bit more Chad. Same face from your woman? I don't know about that. I mean, I'm using his face. I've got most of his features. Maybe a little bit narrower nasal ridge here. Narrower nasal ridge. That's always good, I think. Just a little bit to push. So I pushed some of the facial features today. That's pretty good. I gotta work on a commission. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, I pushed his facial features. I think some of that's working out pretty good. Okay. What did I do today? Let me zoom out. See, I did a little bit of the trees. I didn't do too much there, but it is progress. It's slow but steady. He looks more manly now. Let me see if I can just zoom in maximally without. It's gonna be a lot of key presses. All right. So a little bit of value control. I've added some more details to the hands on the bottom. I'm not finished with those. I think those will. I'm gonna keep pushing those. I've added a little bit more detail to the trees. I might stop referencing Rangia's trees and add some more of my own details, so I don't, literally steal his trees. I think there could be like a natural tree type that exists that I could reference that, wouldn't be such dirty thieving. So I could do that now that I've got like a general pattern for the trees going. But yeah, it's moving forward. Most of it is anyway. All right. So I'm gonna save this here, and then I'm gonna work on the commission. Cause yeah, commission's a little different than what I usually do. So it's gonna be a little bit stranger. What do you got here for me? They're totally different. What do you mean? They're totally different. This is a little same-facey. These two. I feel like my women are a little bit more same-facey than anything. But, this guy is way more Chad. Way more Chad. Especially now. Especially now. Let me see. I don't know. Let me see here. Let's see here. It's not. Let's look at this one, for instance. Like, the chin is all different. There's... The nose is pretty different. The lips are pretty different. The eye shape is different. I don't know what's the same. Same face? What do you mean? They're not same face. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Let me see. Hold on. I have a lot of non-same face. Oh, great. I'm not giving you any money. Let me see. This one's kind of similar. I guess my men and my women are a little similar. This one's pretty... Like, most of my men are very gloomy. So, like, the, it's not... I mean, there's something you could say about, you know, same facing, but it's not... This one's, like, more androgynous than any of them. I think these phases came out pretty okay. This one especially. Out of the ones that I've done so far. But yeah, this one's going pretty good. I'm enjoying this one. I think this one could potentially be like, you know, I always think the last thing I've done is always the best. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of sketching now. It's gonna be very unrefined. It was different. I think they're pretty different. I'm gonna be drawing a lot of faces right now, actually. So I've got some like watercolor inlays. I want to make it watercolory, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. The thing I'm trying to reproduce here is something like this, which is more watercolory, and it's very different than my usual work. But I like the style, and I think I can do it. I just need to understand how to make watercolor washes in on paper. Let me see. I'm gonna be doing a lot of general inlays today. It's gonna be like the surrounding stuff, and then I'm gonna be doing some faces. Future suicide? What do you mean? There's a lot of stuff I want. Like I like these swirlies. I think they're pretty cool. I'm gonna be. You know, I think there's a tool that allows you to do like mirror stuff. I'm thinking of using that to make it a little bit symmetrical. I think there's a way to mirror your strokes here, and I want to try it out. If anything, I'll just delete it later, and we'll see. Cause like these types of map things, I think they look better when they're like symmetrical and stuff. I mean, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it. Hold on. Let me see here. How to mirror in Photoshop. Let me just no, I wanted to draw how to mirror any. No, not really. I want to draw mirrored. Huh. Photoshop tutorials. How do I do this? Paint mirror. Maybe try painting mirror. Photoshop. Paint symmetrical patterns in symmetry mode. Here we go. Okay. So, Photoshop lets you paint symmetrically while using the paintbrush and eraser tools. While using these tools, click the butterfly icon in the options bar. Okay, that seems really easy. Oh, there it is. Vertical. So I just put this thing in the center and... Is that like a guide or? It works. All right, well that was pretty simple. I mean, I've done this before, I just didn't remember how. Okay, so I like those swirly thingies. Let me just take a look at them again so that I know what I'm doing. Uh-huh. Yeah, see, they're kind of they're duplicate, but then they take them apart. So we're gonna do something similar. I'm gonna do it, why not with like, something like this, and then maybe a little bit. Let me start with like a nice color. Is this the right place to be mirroring though? I feel like that's not the center. Okay, whatever. If anything, I'll move them over. And we'll... So today I'll be focusing on like some of these auxiliary ones. And I want to make them in a specifically like wash color, and they're gonna be like... And if I don't like something, I think maybe it's... Oh, you know why? Maybe I have... Maybe some of this... Maybe some of that is not positioned correctly. I feel like that circle might not be positioned exactly correctly. Alright, we'll see. We'll see. I feel like I'm drawing on both sides of my brain right now. All right, bye. I have chores to do. Hey, have fun. And thanks for hanging out. I'll see you later. I'll just cut out what I don't like. And let me see here. What else do we have? Got little swirlies. We got like plants. Some kind of plants. Yeah, I feel like this mirroring tool will be very handy for this, because there's a lot of work that I feel like could just be either mirrored, or I'll just copy pasta it on the other side. Let's see, what else do I have? I do like me some of that rays of light. Symmetrical elements, which I'll recolor on the other side. So we'll go with sunrise for now. Let me see here. Very symmetrical, and then we'll keep going, and then depending on what I want, I might be able to do something like maybe like bronze. okay, right. It's the other. It's the other one. The other one. Okay, not a problem. So I'll actually put this kind of on top of it. Man, we'll see. We'll see, because I'm still moving around those elements. I'm not sure which ones I want to keep. Let me see here. Let's see. What else? I do have some elements of my own that I kind of like. This thing kind of looks like a Fabergé egg, so I'm just going to grab one and then maybe just even Fabergé egg image. Do you guys like any of these? They're supposed to be very expensive. This one looks kind of cool. I don't think I'm allowed to put like mythological things in it. I just want something can I zoom out a little bit? I don't want to zoom in quite that much. Yes. Okay. Yes, this is the right key. Here we go. I love this key. This is the best. All right, so I can copy paste that in, or I can paint it myself. Oops. I think I'll paint it myself, and then should be easy because now it's everything is symmetrical. I'll start with nice rich blue, I think. About over here. I make it a little fatter then. I'm also gonna delete. Is that a face looking at me? Let me see here. Okay, so that's 2 angels. That might be kind of a lot. Go with something. I'm kind of trying to be careful not to accidentally build it into my style instead of the what do you call it, that kind of more classy wash watercolory type of look. But I might do that. I don't know. I might go back to comfort zone. I don't really have to do a watercolor. Look at it. It's notoriously difficult to do one. If you've ever tried to do like watercolor looking stuff in digital, it's actually kind of difficult. I like symmetrical drawing. It's very relaxing. I don't know if you guys have ever tried, but it's like, it's actually really relaxing. I think it's really boring because it looks super boring, but what's it called? Otherwise, it's super relaxing. I just feel chilled out. Oh, rip. I'm busy. Sorry. I think watercolor is 95% good drawing. You can't treat it as a painting. I mean, there's definitely good drawing elements in this, in this image, but I don't know. It's there's a lot to kind of the watercolor itself. That's the difficult part. To replicate it in Photoshop is kind of hard. I can't just have like a dripping type of look. Watercolory paintings. Let me see. Yeah, some of it has like a very watercolor taste to it. I don't really see the drawing generally. For watercolor, what I imagine is like a lot of splotch, and a lot of like the color becoming difficult to pin down. That's what I think of when I say watercolor. Yeah, he's kind of figured out, like, I think the texture of watercolor, the feel of watercolor. Yeah, like especially like this. This looks more like what's it called? But acrylic. I want to say acrylic. But those clouds in the beginning looked a lot like a nice watercolor. This looks like a nice watercolor. I think it's about like it's really warm on like the edges, and there's like a certain texture. I really like this type of painting. It's very chill. I really like the warm light and the way he blends the colors here. I think that works a lot. That blinking was starting to... Takehiko Inoue. I think I know that guy. I think I have him on follow already. Hold on. Let me see. Ah, yeah, he did Vagabond. I remember now. I was like, I know that name. Yeah. But it's this isn't like standard watercolor. This is like watercolor adapted to a manga style. And it's really good, you know. But yeah, I don't think that's what the essence of watercolor is. I really think it's something a little bit more like something more to do with the watercolor itself. I like how I'm so lazy. I only have to do half the stroke. I'm just gonna erase that part. Yeah, watercolor is notoriously difficult to replicate in what's it called? In digital. I really like this new practice I have of putting all the reference images on top. I feel like that's really good. I have like a group and then I have all the references here. It's really comfy. I really like it. thinking of like that might be a little bit too much. Wait, because does it erase too? I don't know if it erases too. It does, okay. Cool. Very cool. Might add more like... Is that on this one? It's in this one, I think. What's this on? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna merge these so that it's a little bit more easy for me to draw this. Yeah, so I'm gonna be drawing like all the elements I think today. And then... Gotta be careful with this because I'm erasing on both sides. Oh no, I think that one, I think there's a problem with like with that one being like off-centered. I'll just fix it up in post. It doesn't have to do everything, I think. It's fine. I'll just fix it up in post. This part actually I might want to have on top here, and then later on this will be like I want to have their names. Let me see. I have their names like written out. Give me a second here. I'll go with red banners, actually, and gold lettering. Let me see. I'll put the names in last, I think, because I have to turn the what's it called off, the mirror. So I want to draw the mirroring elements right now. Then we'll kind of go from there. Or like my ideas for the mirroring elements. More of those red things. Yeah, let's do that. Like curtains. I kind of like that. These things, well, I might change the sizes of them so they don't overlap that much. Yeah. Oh! I forgot. It was mirrored. Oh no. What did I erase from that? It was nothing special. Whatever. I just made a little bit of space here. Yeah, see, so you gotta be careful. Same thing here. More of these red twisty things. Oh fuck. Forgot about the dogs. This could be difficult. I'll draw from this side then. And then maybe like more like golden structures. Things like that. Kind of go with that for now. I kind of want to develop the faces a little bit too. This part I like. I might keep a little bit more of it. Like this blue color is very cool. I like it. Let me see. Especially with this orange, I really like that color comp. Yeah, we'll work on this design. I don't know about this big. It's just, it looks like looks kind of like a scrotum. I might just go for something else. I think I ripped it off from this thing, but I ripped it off badly, so I might just make it a little bit different, and then we'll go. Now it looks even worse. Okay, I'm gonna bottom it out here. Okay, that looks a little better. Not at all like a scrotum. Pro tip: if you want to work again with someone, don't put a ball sack in the image. Just, you know, one artist to another. Big tip. Take it easy. Sure you've never heard that one before. This is the most complex piece you've done. I don't know about that. This is just a lot of stuff. I wouldn't say it's complex. It's just a lot of stuff. The thing about like these, the thing about this type of work is it's not an illustration. I don't have to match up like all the objects to one light source, for instance. I mean, fairly far, but not like crazy. I don't want to do like 4-hour faces for each one, but I'm probably gonna end up doing that. Oh, whoops! I accidentally the dogs. That's okay, cause like they're pretty undetailed anyway, but you know. I have to turn off the mirror tool. I think it's screwing me up more now than anything else. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Switch her off. But that's nice and relaxing. I really recommend working with the symmetry tool just to chill out for a little bit, because I feel like anything I draw that's like symmetrical just looks good to me. It's not good, but it just looks good to me for some reason. Could these be like water dogs? We had like Cerberus here, but like maybe we can make them out of water, because this is like the water gods area. Maybe we can make them out of water. Water wolves, water dogs. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. There's a lot of stuff I want to get to. I don't think this is. I've done a lot of like work kind of like this for UI stuff, where it's just a lot of elements. It's not really. I'm gonna turn mirroring back just for a second here. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, it's not really as big of a deal. It's just a lot of stuff. I feel like that's way easier to do than have like even a a small amount of very very like light coordinated objects, because it's if I don't have to do like the lighting on everything, I don't have to really even think about anything other than just making like each individual element look good without regard for the rest of the image all that much. Although with just a little bit, I'm not gonna make them like all wildly different light sources and lightings. But I'm not gonna make them like all lit from the same area. They're like different pieces. So it's it's wildly easier, like a million times easier. I don't know what I want to put in the ball sack. Still thinking about it. Maybe I'll ask. Maybe there's a scene that I could like illustrate sort of from the book, and that'll kind of work for me. Let me see. Am I on mirror tool again? No, I'm not. Okay. Right. Yeah, symmetry's off. Okay, thank God. I was like, those dogs aren't turning blue. Something's wrong. I've already passed. I mean, every time I finish working, I pass. So he's seen like multiple iterations. The good news is I've worked with this guy before, so he kind of understands how the sausage is made. Well, at least I think anyway. So there's leeway. And I mean, yeah, it's not like I've just found this guy. I'm kind of making it for a friend, honestly. I have a friend who's a book creator. I buy his books, he buys my art. I feel like it's book creator. Did I say book creator? Book writer? Just writer. Just fuck me. I feel like I like some of the colors. I like some of that's going on here. And then it's just, make the faces look nice. Let me see. So we could start work on some of the faces today. A little bit of work. Let me see here. So first thing I want to do is I want to make this one a little bit bigger. Let's do this, and then this, and then that, and then this, and then a little bit of that, and then. All right, because it wasn't in line exactly with the other faces. I feel like this face is a little bit too big now. So I'm going to take this one down a notch. Kick it down a notch. Maybe a little bit here. So this one's going to be a little bit smaller. I want them to be about the same size. I don't want it to be like one bigger than all of them. So I'm gonna be playing around with their, the sizes of them, but they're fairly close. It's not too far away. So yeah, I mean, like, look, with the symmetry tool, we've been able to accomplish so much in so little time. So I don't think it's gonna look exactly like this. I still need a couple, maybe a couple elements that I like these scriptures, this type of thing, this heraldry I like a lot. I really want this type of heraldry in there somewhere. I'm gonna try to fit that in real hard. I still need to do like the other lines, and then I'm gonna need to start painting the map. I haven't actually touched the map. I've just been doing like the exterior elements, so it's kind of like that's the special spice. I gotta do the map as well. Map drawing is like a special type of art by itself, so I'm gonna have to grab a couple like references and stuff and really get in there. I drew the previous iteration of this map, so technically I have to stand by what I drew, which isn't good for me because I don't particularly remember everything I made. So I'm gonna have to pull that up, and we'll see. Then I have these water dogs. The seagulls, I'm going to change because this is like the lightning god, the thunder god. I'm going to have to change them to... I just thought of a great meme. I'm gonna put Jack Dorsey's face in here, and I'm gonna use the Twitter birds. I think this piece will involve a lot of layer management. Like, yeah, I've already got like 3. I got 3 layers. I don't really need a like, I can have all the portraits on one layer. That's fine. I don't think that's gonna be a big deal. Let me see. Hopefully. Because I mean, as long as they're far away, the elements are far away from each other, then there's no real problem. It's gonna be like crazy goth GF. Big titty goth GF. Hell yeah. Oh, whoops. Alright. Let me turn this back on, vertical. Okay. I think I have a great idea here for this design. A little bit more here, a little bit more here. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Looks kind of neat. A little different. All right, let's go in on a painting. Let's go in on one of these portraits. me see. Let me grab a reference maybe. Let me see. I don't really want to grab something like Sea God or something. I want to grab something like I don't want to put any memes in this because like be pretty awful, I think. But I was thinking of like the internet historian, that character, Hide the Pain Harold. Because when I look at this guy, I kind of see Hide the Pain Harold already. I think I think it might be too late. So I'm gonna use some of his facial features, but not enough for someone to recognize him, I think. But some of the what's called, some of the features I think will be good. Well, the first difference is gonna be that he's got a very big nose. I'm gonna paint him with like blue skin too, so. So again, I don't want to make it recognizable because otherwise it's gonna look awful and just like very memey, and that's not what I'm going for. But you know, a couple of facial features I think will be very good. Like the general shape of his face, I think will be very good. How do you design your characters? Well, I find random internet memes and I like base my characters on them. Oh, okay. I see. So you're retarded. A little bit. I saw there was a commission for GameStop today, like the whole Senate hearing. Hang in there if you've got any money in there. Not actually financial advice though. Let me see. But yeah, kind of neat. I've been following the whole saga. I even put some money of my own in just to see if I could cash out. I bought the dip. Unfortunately, I bought it a little early, so I still think I'm gonna make money on it though. We'll see. Okay, see, so I've used a little bit of Hide the Pain Harold's face to make my character a little bit more interesting. Not a whole lot of his face, but like parts, you know? I'm not gonna give him like the classic Hide the Pain grimace, but I do want some of the strong value control. See if I can do that. The other characters will be more original, I think. I already have like most of the setup, but when I'm drawing male characters, I prefer having a little bit of backup. This guy looks more like Ice Jesus, so I think we're good. Your brush is so small. What do you mean? It's 25. That's huge. Huge. It's a very big brush. One of the biggest. One of the biggest I've ever seen. Big brush. A Copic marker? Yeah, I like this brush a lot because it does remind me a little bit of like Copic and our marker. Like I like to use it as like a hard drawing brush. It's very good for that, I think. Or I like the look of it anyway when I use it for drawing. So I can accomplish the same thing with, you know, just the hard round brush, of course, but I think I want just a little bit more. I might start, you know, making this more painted looking. Now that we're a little deeper in. I might go back to more my style than very watercolory, which is kind of what I want. Let's see. All right, so I've got Ice Jesus. Ice Jesus is chilling. A bit better. We'll delete Harold for now. Might need him again, but probably not. Okay. Actually, like some of that wash. Might leave. I might have accidentally. Yeah, I've accidentally drawn on the wrong layer with the mirror. So I'm gonna turn mirroring off because I totally forgot it was on. It's fine. Just kind of have like some stuff to fix for Sky Jesus now. I don't know. Let me think of a character here. I'm thinking like Big Lebowski. Big Lebowski kind of reminds me of like a Zeus. I think there's a second meeting, what's it called, coming out actually. Big Lebowski 2. I don't know why they're doing it. I mean, I enjoyed the first film, but it's like, it's one of those things where it already kind of looks like him. Okay, so he has to have more like air effects around him. So I'm not sure how we're gonna do I guess you could have like regular skin color. That should be fine. Maybe I'll do that instead of whatever else I was doing. I think that's a little too much. I think I need like something in the middle of all that. Yeah, like this color I think would be good. And we'll start with these, then we'll go forward. And I'll actually design the faces a little bit more. Who's this guy? It's Big Lebowski from the movie. It's the Big Lebowski. You kids never watched. That's good. That's good actually, because then if you don't recognize it, all the kids won't. And so that's how you avoid copyright infringement. It's a great movie from like the 90s. As a 90s kid, only I know about movies from the 90s. 90s kids. Looks like a hobo. Yeah, I mean, yes, that is exactly who he's portraying. Yes. So perfect. I feel like the Sky God would be a hobo. Hobo Emperor. I'm finally caught up on One Punch Man. Finally caught up on One Punch Man. Yeah. The manga. The manga. I prefer to say manga, even though it's probably manga. Cause I read the manga. I used to call it manga somehow. I don't know. The letters switched around on me. Alright, so I'm gonna leave this Sky God alone for a little while. And Ice Jesus is good too. I feel like I had more like developed. I think some of it like went away. I think I deleted it. Did I? Or maybe it was just like, wait, hold on. I think I deleted my work here. No, I didn't. No, I did. I didn't. I think I deleted the layer by accident. Porn? What do you mean? It's no porn. It's all good, clean fun. Yeah, I think I deleted my layer somehow. Or maybe it was just underworked and I forgot. It's okay. Make it more like Ice Santa Claus this time around. But it is pretty good. I think that's like the only manga I'm really reading right now. Yeah, it's the only manga I'm really reading right now. Cause I don't know, I just haven't really found anything really good lately. I haven't really been looking either though, so. I like how Murata draws women. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think he draws everything really well, actually. Um, they're always very fun to read. Um, it's got a lot of I don't know. It's got a lot of juice. I just really like it. It's got a lot of juice, man. That manga's been going on for a while now, though. The fight is dragged for so long. It's pretty tiring. Yeah, but like, we all know how it ends. I mean, we all know how it's gonna end. Well, I haven't read the webcomic, so I'm just assuming that there's gonna be a big showdown, you know, between Garu and Saitama, and it's gonna be pretty pog. Pretty pog. We'll see. This face, I don't know. I don't really want to touch it yet. This one's fine for now. Vagabond? Yeah, I really like the look of Vagabond. I saw a couple of manga chapters, and it's got really good stuff on it. I think I want to make it like a buckler, actually. Erase this, maybe. Let me merge this. I guess I'll merge this down. There's a lot of elements in here. Attack of Titan is gonna have a lot of shit ending like Game of Thrones. Maybe. I haven't been keeping up, as I told you before. I only watched like the originals. I think first season. I might have watched second season too. Actually, now that I think about it, I read a little bit of the manga, but the manga's like in a different order. So I don't think I got very far with the manga though, and it was a really long time ago. So can't even really remember what it was that I read. I remember is when I was watching it was like out of order. But yeah, any show that goes on for too long is gonna have like a shit ending. It's just, there's only a couple like couple of shows that had, you know, that went on for that long, and the writers didn't like run out of juice. Usually writers run out of juice, man. That's just how it goes. That's the life cycle. The art of the manga is pretty good. Yeah, I remember it was very graphic. It wasn't really like a lot of shonen work. I think he got in trouble for it actually. What was his name? It wasn't Inoue. It was like I always forget the mangaka names. I don't like Murata. Or Araki. I remember those names. But everybody else I just kind of forget. So the faces will, you know, that's something I will be working on. And then I have to work on the map itself. I don't have any of the map stuff. A lot of like the auxiliary images, I still don't have like I'll have this thing. Put a big old question mark in there. Question mark? In the ball sack. Hang in the ball sack. Yeah. Then I'll have like my ice wolves, maybe skybirds. Some kind of cool clouds. Gonna have like 3 different environments. But it's okay. I don't, as long as I don't have to light them, then it's fine. But yeah, it's about that time. So I'm gonna be taking a break. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you. I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Bye now. Oh wait, I'll show you progress for this too. Why not? So this went a little bit farther, so that's pretty good. Gonna be finished with this soon. That's gonna be Pog. I'm starting to say that word a little bit too much. What layer did I delete? Oh, okay, yeah, that layer I can delete. I can't even go back to here. Yeah, man, thanks for coming. See you later.